Hey, well, good morning. Welcome back. I just want to show you here what happened. Remember yesterday I mentioned that I didn't remove the tape fast enough. Well, it started skinning up, and as you can see, this is a result of what happens when the caulking starts drying way too fast. So I've started removing some of it with this tool here, and it does work quite nicely to get into the grooves and take it out in sections, so that you get these long strips. Yeah, so this is what happens with the caulking if you don't remove the tape fast enough. When it starts skinning up, it actually will create a film once it starts drying. And it was so hot yesterday that it started drying faster than what I was prepared for, and so I ended up with a mess. So to make sure that these seams that got messed up here, some of them turned out pretty good, so I'm going to try and leave those alone and just trim up any excess that is unsmooth and make sure it's smooth without messing up the seal, because you want to make sure, like, there's a little excess there I might be able to trim off and still have a good seal. Some of these other seams, like this seam is a nice smooth seam, so I'm probably going to leave that one alone. This one over here got skinned up and messed up. So yeah, the areas that are good, there's a couple of areas here on the front that are good. So the areas that are good I'm going to leave alone so I don't have to re-caulk those. But the ones that got messed up were the ones where I left the tape on too long, and I've already started taking the silicone off of this one here, just because it had been the last one I pulled and it had skinned up really bad. So I'm going to get busy here and continue removing the caulk and get it cleaned up again. And also, one thing that I didn't do when I was taping things down after I'd cleaned it up the first time, I forgot to use isopropyl alcohol to wipe down the seams where I was going to caulk. So I will be doing that today on the rest of these seams that are still waiting to be caulked, so that and you want to make sure that the alcohol dries and is completely gone out of the aquarium before you do the caulking. So but that is one step that I forgot to do. I had cleaned it up with the vinegar water, but I did not use the isopropyl alcohol. And basically what that does is it helps to make sure that everything is cleaned up really good, and you don't have any residue left behind that is going to prevent the caulking from getting a nice good seal. So you want to make sure it gets a good seal, and unfortunately I made a few mistakes which I've learned from, and I'm sharing these mistakes with y'all so that hopefully you won't make the same mistakes I did and have to redo sections as I am now. So hit the subscribe button, the red subscribe button down below. Get notified when I update and upload new videos. Until next time, have a good one.